In this work, we introduce a novel framework for robust and efficient 4D shape reconstruction by learning parallel dense correspondence from spatio-temporal descriptors. Given a sequence of 3D point clouds sampled in space and time, our goal is to reconstruct time-varying surface meshes with accurate geometry, temporal coherence, dense correspondence, and faster inference. For 3D surface reconstruction, we can represent a 3D shape as the continuous decision boundary of a binary classifier in 3D space. And for 4D shape reconstruction, we can extend the implicit representation into 4D space by defining an occupancy field to represent the 3D surface at the first frame and introducing a velocity field to represent the temporal evolution of 3D shapes. Thus, we can recover the human motions by integrating the occupancy flow. There are some drawbacks in this framework. Firstly, the 4D point cloud encoder ignores the aggregation of shape properties from multi-frame and inefficiently captures temporal dynamics. Secondly, the method of dense correspondence modeling suffers from low computational efficiency due to solving null ODE, and the accumulated prediction errors lead to non-coherent human motions. To overcome these limitations, our key idea is to parallelly establish the dense correspondence between predicted occupancy fields at different time steps by learning displaced vector fields from robust spatio-temporal shape representations. We first pass the input into a spatio-temporal encoder to extract latent representations, and then the representations go through the occupancy decoder to predict the occupancy fields in each frame. Finally, the correspondence decoder is used to parallelly model the correspondence between O0 and OK. The spatio-temporal encoder uses a S-point net to extract a sequence of geometrical representations by individually applying it for each frame. It also contains a T-point net that utilizes the entire 4D point cloud to extract a temporal representation by using both space and time information. Finally, the geometric and temporal representations are fused into a sequence of spatio-temporal descriptors to aggregate shape properties and explore dynamics. We implement the cross-time correspondence modeling by predicting displacement vector fields in parallel passes through a shared MLP to obtain the occupancy field transformation from O0 to OK. We first concatenate Z0, Zk, and P0, and then pass them into the MLP to predict the displaced vector of P0 at time t0 to associate position pk at time tk. Our approach can accelerate the inference speed because we bypass the expensive computation of null ODE and support parallel surface mesh deformations during inference. We compare our approach with previous methods for 4D shape reconstruction in two causal input, including time evenly and time unevenly sampled sequence. The quantitative comparisons show that our approach can achieve higher robustness on non-uniform sequences with large variations. The qualitative comparisons illustrate that we can recover more robust geometrics and coherent human motions. The ablation studies verifying the effectiveness of designing the spatio-temporal encoder and the dense correspondence modeling. We also achieve more superior results in the dynamic surface recoveries from incomplete observations. Compared to overflow, our approach is about 8 times faster in inference. Thanks for your listening.